Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Houston. Hardy on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
We don't have a punt rule.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's
no
not
punt
a
rule.
spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st and 10 from the 41. Man in motion here. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. Komet brings it in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, here's Swift.
Come on, Swift.
Gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw is Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Williams to throw on first. Chased out to his right. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Carney's kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Murray from the pistol. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown.
Safety, what the fuck you at? I mean, excuse
The
me.
Aviators just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
Safety can't get beat like that,
Was it a
man.
design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Aviators take a 4-point lead. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 39. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Williams on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Battle coming up on third and inches. Staying grounded with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Boy, they got Swift moving slow, bro.
That is your
Like that.
old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We'll take it.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. This time it's a passing play.
That was a ball.
They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Williams with third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
Throw it, bitch, up. I didn't even throw no drill, man. I got something for that, though.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They send a man in motion. 2nd and 15. DJ Chark there for the catch. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Bears bringing out an extra defensive back or two. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Taken in by Harrison. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston.
I gotta bring it up. These boys can't guard these boys. What's going on? Simple routes, too.
With the touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Aviators drive their lead to 11. Now Prater on to send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the pistol, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 6 coming up here. Slot man motioned over. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Continuing to move past the 45. Dukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. He's going deep. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Aviators are going to have it.
That's pass interference, bro.
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he has it up near the 15 before he crosses out of
Shit, hit
bounds.
the right side.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Man in motion here. Murray here on first down. He's trying to push the field.
You need to get burnt.
Inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. The Aviators pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah,
Can't
beauty and
me.
simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Now Prater on to send it away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed here to Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Komet brings it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. A draw now. This is Swift. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
themselves another 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Forced out to his right. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Aviators get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Aviators push their lead to 18. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Swift. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Josh Sweat making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down, here's Williams. Buying some time right. He's right. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He lets one fly deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And the Bears showing dime for this 3rd down play. Murray. He sends this one to the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Aviators push their lead further to start the half. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurry throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. And you're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
4th and forever coming up. Running back sent in motion. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead,
and that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardy on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. They're set up at the 35 now. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Murray. Headed out right. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Benson on the counter. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Play action now, Murray. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Aviators put up even more points in a win. Prater on for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Williams thrown again here on second down. Rolling left, buying some time. That's into the hands of Moore. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Aviators continue piling it on here in the fourth. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Aviators continue piling on to this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Swift gets it on the option. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. The ball's out, he lost it. Recovered by the defense.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He fires one deep. Big gain downfield. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Benson now from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Aviators throwing 6 more on the blowout. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Aviators grow their lead yet again. Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Williams set to pass. Swift hauls it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bears trying to do some window dressing. Williams to throw on 1st. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Here's 2nd and 5. He finds Ojunze running the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Aviators get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. It's Benson on the give. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
The Bears bringing out an extra defensive back or 2. 3rd down coming up. Pressure coming. It's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. And this somehow is only going to be our 1st punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fields this clean at the 30. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be Bears football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
This is Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Searches from the pocket. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they pick him off again! Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Aviators are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Aviators emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.